Hello everybody, welcome to Kerbal Space Program. My name is Chicken, and I'm pretty excited to bring this with you. I've messed around with this, I've played around with this game, and it's just a bunch of fun. And it's a pretty good space program simulation, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a rocket scientist, but it's just a bunch of fun to play. I kind of want to do something different with this. I'd like to, instead of showing you everything I do, like some of the other games, most of the other games, all of the other games I've done, kind of like to just like kind of do these and then kind of come into it. Not everything, but the important parts. Some of the cool things I find and do. So it's not, you don't have to watch all the tedious, just all the tedious crap you have to in this game. But actually, I don't even say that. None of it's tedious. It's all a bunch of fun. But we're going to start a game. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the channel if you've seen the channel before. If not, welcome. I hope you like what you see. If you do, please hit that subscribe button down below. We're going to start. We're going to do the I believe I have it right here. Bam. We're doing the career. I'm definitely not doing normal because, like I said, I am not a rocket scientist. We're going to do easy. Yeah, that's all fine. That's all fine. What's advanced? What does this do? Oh. So I've not played this game in a couple months, probably like 6 months or so, and there's been a bunch of updates on it. That's one of the things I love about this game is it's just continually updating itself. So this is it. Welcome to our Kerbal Space Center. To the Chicken Space Agency. Yeah, we got these. I've read all these things before. They're good. They're cool. Let's stop into mission control, I believe it is. Yeah. We're going to launch our first vessel. Or should we gather scientific data? Let's launch our first vessel. And it's all we can do. Oh, we can do more than one. Okay. So let's take these two. Yes, got it. So there's our little flag on it. Our most ridiculous flag. So okay, so there's a couple different things on here. Right, only engine we have is this rocket booster. Coupling, payload, thermal. Okay, I mean that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's all we need. Now let me do this before I forget. Jebediah, you can go. And oops, wrong button. Okay, so there's our little rocket. What we can actually do right now, take a crew report. There we go. We've now gathered scientific data. As simple as that. And we've also launched our first rocket. Now I'm going to angle out towards the water here. Because what we should be able to do... right. Never mind. So we've already done something. We launched our first vessel. We've launched our first vessel. We've broken a couple records. And we're still going up. There's our little space agency down there. And I don't really want a lawn dart, but we'll go ahead and launch our parachute. Speed it up a little bit. Now, there has been some problems with the physics engine where if you're in the accelerated time when the parachute's supposed to deploy, it just rips off. So we're going to slow down for that. Let it deploy. Experience some G's of flipping over. And same thing with the ground collision with the physics engine. And I'm sure they fixed it, but I just don't want to take a chance on the very first rocket launch. There we go. We returned safely to the ground. So now what we should be able to do, yeah, report from the water, keep the experiments, and looks like they fixed it where we're actually not above the water right here. But that's okay. We'll be above the water plenty of times. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and board back in, and then we should be able to recover the vessel. Got 19 science just from that one mission. That's pretty good. One mission where we didn't even do anything, really. Oh, that's cool. These buttons, I don't think they were here previously. So what do we got now? We've got surveys. Test a couple of boosters. Really nothing in here I really want to do. It's just these. We get the coupler on a suborbital trajectory, but you gotta get it between 230 and 240,000 meters, which is not exactly easy right away. The surveys are pretty simple, but above 19.4, like we're not gonna have above 17.8, below 18.2. That one could be doable. So we're just going to do escape the atmosphere and orbit. We'll get to them eventually. So let's take the basic rocketry. Let's take the engineering. Now we'll take survivability. And I guess we can do general rocketry as well. So what we're gonna do now, I'm not really sure. Let's What do I want to do? I want to get more science. Throw a parachute on there. Let's throw science. Oops, that's not science. Okay, science right there. Thermostat. Let's take we'll take 2 of these little mystery goo containers. Maybe we'll take 2 thermostats as well. That was my bad. And then we can take that still. We'll take Jebediah out. We'll put Valentina in. Yeah, we can do this. I almost forgot. I just remembered. Almost forgot. That would have been embarrassing. Alright, so we're at the launch pad. Okay. We're kind of gonna do the same thing we just did. And take her report. So that's good enough. We don't have to go as far as we did before. Get that extra little bit of drag out there. Absolutely nosedive back towards the ground, because that's awesome. So let's take temperature of the water. Observe the mystery goo in the water. Oh, it escapes into the water. Oh no. I don't know if it did that before or not, but don't drink the water now. 33 science, that's pretty awesome. What can we get now? We do basic science, high gain antenna. What the hell is this? Experimental storage unit. So the high gain antenna, short range dual purpose communication antenna that can handle either direct communications or short range relays. The old sandboxes were really effective at storing mystery goo and data tapes. Create an experimental storage unit to help Kerbal knots bring their valuable science back to Kerbal and avoid the hazard re-entry though. Oh, okay. And Jeb's... Aw, poor Jeb. Okay, so we can do that. We can do flight controls, which give us a little bit better winglets and a reaction wheel. We could do the stability. We could do general construction. which gives us the decoupler. Actually, we can't do any of these. I think I want to do the basic science one when we can. That was my bad. Minimize the desktop by mistake. Okay, so we're gonna keep all the same everything at launch. So a big part of this game is getting science, and it's really not that difficult if you're willing to do some of the stuff we're doing right now, which is like, oh, you're gonna launch and just do a whole bunch of little launches where you don't really do much of anything. Okay, so we're gonna, oh shoot, I finally did it. I finally launched and deployed the parachute all at the same time. So show you launch. Let's take a crew. Oh. Observe the goo. Flip ourselves around. I don't know if we actually get out over the water if we do this though. I take a temperature reading. So that kind of was a oops. I meant to go a little bit farther out towards the water so I could get science from both over the land and over the water. Because we've done stuff in the water, but not really over the water. Perfect landing. Oh, I should. Oh well. I should have taken a crew report from there. Alright, now let's grab the science. And we're also going to upgrade our astronaut complex, because that lets us do EVAs in space. I don't know where everything is now because of this, these new buttons. That is a really tiny heat shield now. Actually, no. I want to do science. Take the goo. Gorgeous goo. How big is this? Oh, that's tiny. Okay, that's pretty cool. We're not going to use it. Just want to know how big it was. I'm looking for science still. Let's just do one. We don't need to. One there. We'll take 3. I'm not really sure if we'll use all 3, but I'd rather have them and not need them. We'll try 3. So this is kind of where I like to have fun, and I really don't know what I'm doing with rockets, and I like just to mess around and play around. Like, I have no idea if this is gonna get us. I'm not trying to get into orbit. I'm just trying to leave the atmosphere, and no idea, none whatsoever. Let's do one more just for kicks and giggles. Who do we got flying this bad boy? Jebediah? That's fine with me. Okay, so let's get this bad boy up. Let's see what happens. Now, if there's one thing I remember, it's that you gotta throttle back a little bit. You know, air resistance, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't pay to go very fast down low. So we're already burned about halfway through our rocket fuel here. I don't think we're gonna get very high. Well, I mean, we are very high. I should rephrase. I don't think we're gonna get very. Oh, look, it's the moon. It's the moon. One day, moon, we'll be going towards you. So I guess now that we're out of most of the atmosphere, we can push us far here. Let's lose that so we're light. And as we're going through here, let's observe. Keep this experiment. We'll take a crew report. We'll observe the mystery goo. We'll log the temperature. I think we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it out of the orbit, or out of the orbit. We're gonna make it out of the atmosphere. Not into orbit, but we'll make it out of the atmosphere, which is 70,000 in this game. You can tell by the "you just made it" to space music. So we'll finish all this off, and we'll have you do an EVA. Take an EVA report. Board back up. And yeah, that's good. Whoa, 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 whoa. So there it is, we're in space. Absolutely in space. We're gonna use this last thermometer here to do a re-entry reading. 103 miles, look at this. There's our little trajectory right there. could see the moon. The moon. And then we got another planet, or celestial body out here in Minmus. A second moon. Minmus. Now, the farthest I ever got in this game is I actually had a pretty good sized research station around Minmus. I've never really actually got out farther than that. As you can see, there's Kerbin. I never made it to like Eve or Duna or any of these other planets. And it looks like they actually have a new, yeah, Elu. Elu, I did have one game with Elu in it where I was messing around, but I mean, obviously I have made it to orbit around the sun, but I've never actually made it to one of the planets. So that'll be a goal we'll have. It'll be a long time coming. We're gonna come back down. Like I said, we're on our way back down right now. We're gonna use this last thermometer here to get the reading on the re-entry, but while we wait, we'll warp it. So already have one from the upper atmosphere. I want to get one from the I want to get one here when we start burning up. I guess it doesn't matter. That's cool. They never added that before. I'm assuming that's us decelerating past the sound barrier, but that's pretty cool. I don't know why we keep spinning like this either, but it doesn't seem to hurt anything. So you can actually see this one parachute doesn't slow us down quite as much as it used to because we have this extra weight on us, which I think is really cool. You know, everything in this is very well done. Let's recover this vessel. $154 science. That's just amazing. No experience for Jebediah, but that's okay. Wow. Alright. So I think that's a good place to leave off on the first episode. We made it to space. Next time we'll pick up, we'll make it to orbit. And we'll see that. We'll see us make it to orbit. Warp to next morning. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, we made it to space. We got 201 science to spend, which we will more than gladly do that. We did escape the atmosphere, so we've got one more contract we can pick up. We'll look at that later, though. So thanks, guys, so much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button down below. I really only know what I'm doing in this for the little beginning part, and then it's going to be completely experimental and a bunch of fun. So thanks, guys, so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, wish me luck. Hopefully I don't kill any Kerbals. Bye-bye.